We, the human race, have come a long way. We went from fending off predators and enemies with sticks and stones, residing in caves and eating out of skin and bones, to harnessing nuclear power, traveling around the globe and connecting with millions of others through a single swipe. Our progress as a civilization is commendable. To measure the success of our growth as human civilization, scientists and theorists have come up with many ways and means. Some measured the rate of population growth, some dwelled upon the rise and fall of great empires. Some focused on our ability to utilize the most significant advantage native to us humans, our language, and its various usage. And others studied and grasped at our thirst for unprecedented heights, which led us to devise innovative technology. Apart from these measures, there is another meaningful standard against which we can calculate our progress as human civilization: energy, or how we utilize it and harness it to our liking. But how is energy a powerful tool to measure our growth as a civilization? Can it enable humanity, us, to turn into a Type 1 civilization? Welcome to Science Today, where we present to you the latest news and research within science and technology. Today's episode will talk about how scientists have predicted when humanity will become a Type 1 civilization. As humans, we have always wondered whether or not life exists on other planets. And if it exists, what kind of civilization and how much has it evolved from humanity? To answer such questions, measuring energy can be a valuable option. If we assume that aliens on other planets utilize energy as a skill in the same way as us, then we can measure their technological prowess. This theory is the main idea of the Kardashev Scale. In 1964, Nikolai Kardashev, a Russian astrophysicist, designated the Kardashev Scale. Kardashev coined 3 types of civilization: planetary, stellar, and galactic. Type 1 civilization. Stellar energy is a powerful energy asset of Type 1 civilization. Its species should be able to utilize energy on a scale equal to the amount of stellar energy that reaches its planet. This kind of civilization is also known as planetary civilization. It is differentiated from others through 10 to the 16th power watts power consumption. The Type 1 civilization uses planetary resources and the energy from its parent stars as the primary energy sources. For example, solar energy harnessed by Earthlings and planetary resources such as fossil, renewable sources like wind, solar, geothermal, tidal, bio-derived fuels, and nuclear energy can be used as rich sources of energy. Type 2 civilization. This stellar civilization harnesses energy on the scale of its home star. It utilizes 10 to the 26th power watt energy. This Type 2 civilization thrives on storing, harnessing, and utilizing nearly all the energy its parent star delivers. Apart from its parent star, it can use planetary resources as well. However, unlike Type 1, this one would need loads and loads of energy. And for that, immense technological inventions and mediums should be forged and engineered. Type 3 civilization. This galactic category uses energy from the entire galaxy to thrive as a Type 3 civilization. Such ability is unmatched and will take humanity to unpaired horizons. Type 3 civilization uses minimally 2.5% of the galaxy's total possible energy sources. It will require energy from the white holes, stars, supernovas, supermassive black holes, or unthinkable, incomprehensible sources that human civilization has yet to come to terms with. Such an advanced civilization might also manipulate space-time travel and forge portals to travel to other parts of the universe. With the 3 categories of civilization clear, which one do we fall in? Well, humanity thrives on colossal amounts of energy, yet this energy doesn't even take us close to Type 1 civilization. As the planetary type uses energy from the parent star, it must harness the energy to its total capacity. Unlike this notion, the Earth only utilizes about 10 to the 13th power watts from the 10 to the 16th power watts of solar energy that reaches it, which isn't enough. To add to the Kardashev scale, Carl Sagan proposed a continuous measurement scale. On the Sagan sliding scale, we Earthlings stand at 0.73. This isn't bad for us as, hey, we have evolved and worked a bit too hard to feel demotivated over some numbers. But all this sure raises a noteworthy question. Can we become Type 1 at all? We have energy from the parent star and ample planetary resources, so can't we? To answer this query, a group of scientists, Jiang et al. 2022, discussed it in their paper Avoiding the Great Filter, predicting the timeline for humanity to reach Kardashev Type 1 civilization. The paper details the usage of three primary sources of energy: fossil fuels, renewable, and nuclear energy. Then it calculates their potential growth over time. Their findings detail the potential year in which humanity may become a Type 1 civilization. So, what are the findings? To summarize, reaching the milestone of Type 1 is super easy. We will get there at one point. But see, everything has limitations and potential adverse effects. And this goal isn't safe from fate. If we make energy production our top priority, we will be burning every fossil fuel using energy from every renewable resource. And, well, the first one is bound to take us to destruction. Scientists studied that renewable and nuclear will be our primary sources of energy supply. At the same time, non-renewable will only play a minor role. If we follow this path, we may avoid severe environmental problems threatened by outrageous amounts of CO2 emissions. In an extreme case, burning ample amounts of fossil fuel will lead to a well-known destructive state, the Great Filter. And, well, if we suffer from such grave consequences just to become a specific type, then such so-called progress won't be counted as one. There won't be any progress if we are wiped out. Furthermore, in the analysis, the team used a quantitative approach to analyze the various physical limitations of each kind of energy source, from renewable to non-renewable. Then it measured and used them against the need to limit climate change and pollution levels as traced in the framework of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change and the International Energy Agency. By following the roadmap to get to Civilization 1 by meeting all the climate change requirements, while persisting on the all-around climb of our technological enlightenment, we will qualify as Type 1. The downside is that such a reach won't be as soon as 2371. Well, 2371 isn't that far. We might even get to Type 1 even faster than predicted. Regardless of the timeline, one thing is for sure. The Kardashev Scale is a remarkable tool for calculating the scale of human civilization's progress. This study detailed ways in which we could reach the goal of becoming a Type 1 civilization. There is a good chance we might even become one without realizing we have become one. Because let's be honest, our energy usage is increasing day by day due to the increase in technological advancements. If we genuinely wish to achieve this milestone of becoming a Type 1 civilization, we must mainstream advanced technology to all nations along with renewable energy accessible. With combined efforts from every country, its government, and private businesses, we will be able to cooperate in harnessing great energy while avoiding the Great Filter by using renewable energy. Such steps will take us to the Kardashev Type 1. Who knows, might as well ascend beyond. What do you think? Can we become a Type 1 civilization or not? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon for the latest science updates.